Would you like to be able to green screen yourself into any video, whether it be a presentation or maybe a gaming setting? The best part about it is it's only on mobile devices and it's completely free. If that sounds good to you, that video starts right now.
This is Control, Spacekookie, your game is a go.
So as you can see here, I have totally gotten rid of my background, but I'm really standing in the same spot. There's still that same door behind me, but you don't see any of it. So today's video will show you how to remove your background. Then you can also green screen yourself into any environment, whether it be a still, GFI, or even a video. The best part about this is it's all free and is on mobile devices only. Specifically, I do a gaming video channel, so I'm going to show you how to do that in a gaming video setting. So the three applications that you're going to need are Vllo, which is a awesome editing for mobile devices. Like, I would suggest it just to be able to edit things, but you will need that for this technique. You will also need a application called CapCut KineMaster or KineMaster. And you say, wait, hold on, I've already looked into KineMaster. It has a watermark, and I don't like a watermark. That's horrible. I'm going to show you how to edit that out. So we're going to be doing a lot of things today, replacing the background of any video or photo, how to blue screen yourself into any presentation, or in this case, a gaming setting, and let's go ahead and get into that. I'm going to go ahead and get into my phone, take myself out of this situation, even though Pikachu is totally kicking butt right now.
You win!
Okay guys, so I am in my Vllo, and the first thing that you need to do is get on Google green screen, and save that to your phone. Get in Vllo, hit the plus button. Find the green screen that you want and add it to a project, ratio 9:16 or 16:9 because that's what YouTube accepts. And in my case, I need to enlarge it to where the green screen fills the entire thing, and we're going to do a 30-second clip. So expand it out to 30 seconds like so, and we're going to render it. And a lot of this can be edited down if it's too long or too short. Like I said, Vllo is an awesome thing. So I'm going to join you here in a moment. Go ahead and do whatever your resolution is for your phone. Whether you're working 4K, I mean, you can do multiple settings. Hit export. It's going to go ahead and do its thing. Now that's saved. Now let's go ahead and jump over to the next step, which is to hit the home button. Bring up your footage of you talking about your game or your presentation. Edit it down with this program. Really explore that. That's beyond the scope of this video. Go ahead and bring that in, create that project, and as you can see here, I am going to, this is full screen. First, let's position it at 0, 0. And so what I'm going to do here is make it about 82.4. That's good enough for what we're trying to accomplish. So you're going to shrink it down, and this is going to stop problems later on with KineMaster. So go ahead and say done, and set your resolution, and go ahead and export this. Now we're going to jump over to CapCut. Alright, so now that we are in the CutCap, we are going to bring up our green screen, and now we need to pull in our footage of us talking to the camera. So in order to do that, we're going to hit overlay, add, and I'm going to bring in me talking to the camera, just like you will. And you say back. And now, so you can see here that they combine them together, and you see this little teardrop. You select it, and you scroll over and you say remove background. So this actually makes it where it removes all of the background and it's just me in the most forefront. And I enlarged it to fill the screen completely. As you can see here, it is removing background. I'm going to let this complete. Other features here is extract audio. If you even go back further, you've got all kinds of different things. Filters, adjustments. You can copy, so forth and so on. It's pretty involved. It's beyond the scope of this video, but it really does do a lot more than just green screen or remove the background. But for our purposes, that's what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and jump to the end of it, removing this background. Okay, so background has been removed. What we're going to do here is hit this arrow up in the right corner. It's going to export it to my phone. You need to go to Vllo, add media, the one that you selected, create project, scroll all the way down to where it has the CapCut emblem to where it disappears. Tap the bar of the video, hit split and hit delete, say done, export it. Now go to KineMaster. So now that we are in KineMaster, we need to bring up a create new project, 16 by 9 or whatever you need it to be, but in this case for YouTube it's 16 by 9. Hit next. We need to add some media, which is going to be the gameplay. The gameplay specifically that we shrunk down. And why we shrunk that down is if you look here, you can see the watermark is on the outside of the edge of the gameplay. That's very important. That's why we shrunk it down. So now we need to add the Bluetooth layer of our edited green screen. And we can just hold our finger down and move it to the beginning. We go all the way here, and as you can see I'm talking. If I wanted to add more because it's multiple cuts, I would say add just the same process. Picture in picture, all. I only have one. I want to shrink it down. Put it in about the same spot. And if I just hit OK, then what I can do is select this, shrink it down as well. And it's not seamless, but I can make it seamless by just moving it over. And you can actually see here just for a second how far off I am. So if I just move him over to where I don't see anything, it should be seamless. Okay. So, but there is, I know that I'm not completely, so I line those two up. Now to get rid of the green screen, we go down to the little lady. It says chroma key, and we turn that on. So here I am talking, I disappear. I need to say scroll down, hit chroma key, turn it on, hit OK. This one's still a little out of sync. I can just move it over. And now we can play the video. And you hit the play button. Next time, thank you. Y'all take care. So we're going to go ahead and that's the preview of it, which is quite nice. That's where it ends. I can select it, hit trim, select just that, and delete. Nope, back button. Go here. We're going to split it, split at head play, delete it, select this, bump it right up against each other. So now we go ahead and hit play. Take care. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade. Up at the top right corner, you set your settings for your output. Really, I have the vibrate high, 16 vibrates. You can have it 12. You can Google what you think is best here, but I just go high. I mean, maybe that's a bad thing. I can change my frame rate. Maybe 60. If it wasn't recorded in 60, then yeah, it's not good. Anyways, save as video. Skip this. I'll go ahead and show you the next step. So it's going to render, and I'll be right back. So now that's rendered, we need to go ahead and get into Vimeo. Here's Vllo. We're going to add project. This should be our project that we just did, because it just saved it to the phone. And here I am. Now, as you can see, that watermark, you select it and fill your screen as you want, where the black edges are gone, where you're getting just your gameplay or presentation area, you say done, and we're going to go ahead and export this. Before you do all that, you turn down the volume, you can add fades. Again, all of this is amazing stuff. You should definitely check out these apps. Anyways, we're going to say done, and I'll join you right back. Set your settings, and I'll join you right back after it is done with this. So it just saved to my phone. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up photos. This is an iPhone, but like I said, this works on Google Chrome and Androids. Bringing up the video, go ahead and upgrade Zingberg. There we are. I've been green screened into this. Say yes. That contract has been completed. So the one other tip here that I would like to show you is, let's say you're not able to get one of these, or you just want to remove the background. So we're gonna go. So it's me talking to the camera. I'm gonna go over here and say remove background. I gotta select it, remove background. And it just turns it to a black screen. So now we're going to do, so another trick here that's kind of like a shortcut is we're going to do a new project in CapCut. It's going to be the gameplay, the original gameplay with it not shrunk down. We're going to add that. I'm going to say overlay, bring in new media. It's going to be me talking, so the original me talking. I'm going to shrink it down by tapping it, moving it around, and using my fingers to shrink it down. So now, with it selected, I can go in here and say remove background, and it's the same effect, but there, and then I can move it around, and I think that this is kind of a shortcut. We can just play it and see what it looks like.
So we're going to go ahead and
you can see that maybe it's a little choppy.
And say yes. That contract.
So let me just go ahead and delete this and bring up my earlier footage and show you again. So in order to delete this, we go over here, we hit delete. Now we're going to add an overlay, and let's say this one. I'm going to shrink it down with my fingers, pinching on my screen, move it here, select it, go to remove background. And it is pretty much the same effect, but again, this is not going to be anything about this video, and we're going to hit play.
So as you can see here, I have totally gotten rid of my background, but I'm really standing in the same spot. There's
so
still
let's see what
door
happens
behind me, but you don't see any of it.
So let's see what happens when I export it, removing background. So it's got to finish that. I'll join you back. CapCut, that sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So what we're going to do is start a new project. We're going to grab the original footage without it being shrunk down. We're going to say OK. We're going to go down here and hit the overlay button, and it's just going to be me of the original time that I recorded this. I'm going to take my fingers, squeeze it down, kind of just to keep it proportional, move it over to where I would like, selecting the footage of me talking to the camera. We're going to say remove background. So it's going to take a moment to do that. There is so much in all of these apps, and some of them do kind of the same thing. As you can see here, this removes the background where you can see the gameplay behind me. As soon as it's done, we're going to export it. In fact, we're going to try something out new. So background removed, go back, add another overlay. Let's say me talking earlier. I did so many cuts of these. We're going to do the 49-second one.
You will also need a...
Okay, so there we go. And I'm just going to add this in. We're going to move it over to this side. So you could almost have this. We're going to select it, remove background. Alright, so now background has been removed. And again, the idea here is that you could have your friend or yourself, arguing while the gameplay is going on, or just have multiple picture-in-picture conversations going on. And so we're going to go ahead and change the resolution to this and export this. Bringing up photos, go into my photos and select this one. Unmute it, and here we go.
Application called CapCut and KineMaster.
Yes. Okay.
KineMaster.
As you can see,
as you
see, this works perfectly well. So these are the two methods that you can use to green screen something, and it all being on a mobile device. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video today. It is a struggle for me to get through everything. There's a lot of distractions with the holidays over and my kids are in and so forth and so on. But I want to thank you for watching it. Please leave a comment down below if you want to support this. Give this video a like. And of course, if you want to see games that you might want to check out, a little preview of them, think about hitting the subscribe button. Until next time, bye-bye.